First video in 2019. It's your girl Alexis. Welcome to my channel, you guys. This is my first time doing this, my first video. Hopefully you guys will like it. I'm going to be talking about my first trimester pregnancy, since this is my first pregnancy. Yeah, let's get right into this video. First off, I want to say I am 21 years old, and like I said, this is my first pregnancy. I'm a first-time mom. First, how did I find out I was pregnant? Well, I was on the trauma bed. I had just recently gotten in a car accident, like literally probably like 20 minutes before, and I was on the trauma bed, and they came in and they were like, "You're pregnant. You're 7 weeks pregnant." And when they told me I was 7 weeks pregnant, the first thing that I thought about was termination. I didn't want the baby because I'm 21 years old, first off, and I didn't want a baby. And I kind of just felt like if I had a baby, the baby would just ruin my life. Like I wouldn't be able to go out with my friends or anything. So I was just like, hell no. So, yeah. So, even though I was thinking about terminating the pregnancy, I had so much other stuff going on with my body. I had broken some bones during the accident to where they was really just focused on me. They came in with this consent form, basically letting me know that I understood that going along with the process of x-rays and surgeries, because I needed all of that, that the pregnancy I might lose the baby. And even though I couldn't write, because like I said, I broken some bones. I actually broke my femur bone in my left leg, and I broke some bones in my right hand. I broke a pinky bone and a thumb bone. I couldn't just sign off. And the way I was laying on the bed was I was laying on my left side. So when they told me they needed my signature, I obviously I took these two fingers and they put the pen in my hand, and I wrote the L for Lexus, and then I was like scribbling the rest basically because I couldn't write the rest of my name. So I signed off, and when I signed off, in my head I'm like, alright, let's get it. Okay, don't trip, Lexus, you know. Yeah, you're pregnant now. You might lose the baby later. Like, you finna go through hella bullshit. Like, I'm talking about x-rays, surgeries. I had to go through 2 x-rays, and 2 surgeries. And I had to take, on top of all of that, I had to take medication. Medication that a pregnant woman is not okay to take heavy narcotics. And these were like heavy narcotics. I'm talking about oxycodone, and what was that other one? It was some other one, like, I'm not supposed to take at all. I'm not supposed to take any medication, but those are like heavy doses of medication. I was just like, don't worry about it. You know, in my head, I'm like, you know, nothing's, you know, you're going to lose this baby. I literally genuinely thought that I was going to lose this baby, and I was like, okay, so I don't have nothing to worry about. So I kind of just breathed a little bit, and I was like, okay. So let's fast forward to when I got home. I got home, I was in the hospital for about 4 days. Then I went home, and after my surgery, like I said, I broke my femur bone and I broke some bones in my hand. So I couldn't really do anything at all. So I'm laying down. When I got home, my mom immediately put me on the couch. About 2 or 3 days, I was actually able to collect all of my thoughts, because over the last couple of days, it was just really crazy, very hectic. I couldn't really take in everything because everything was just going so fast. When I was processing all of my thoughts, I started thinking about how both of my doctors told me that it will be a good 6 months until I'm able to do really pretty much anything. Think about how I was pregnant. And I also was like, well, what if everything I went through in this baby is still in me? Like, I'm not ready to be a mom. It was a very sad moment. To the conclusion that because of the fact that I might not be able to do anything, like be able to walk or be able to use my hands for like a good 6 months, that I needed to do something. I had to figure out a plan. And so I started thinking about adoption. But once I started thinking about adoption, I was thinking about how would I feel if my mom adopted me? Like, would I have the same mindset? Would I be strong in mind-wise if my mom adopted me? Would I feel unloved, or would I feel like I was unwanted, or would I feel not good enough? And I didn't want that. I would never want that for any of my kids in the future if I have any if I have any further more kids. But I definitely didn't want that. That's not a good feeling. Even though I haven't felt that way, but I know for sure to feel unwanted is probably one of the most terrible things ever. And to have a kid, a child, a little person feel that way is not okay. Okay. If this baby is still in me, if it's meant to be, I will go full term. If it's not meant to be, something will along the way will happen. And I will be okay with it. I wasn't 100% okay with me being pregnant. I couldn't be selfish. This was not the time for me to be selfish and have my selfish thoughts and have my selfish ways, because at this point, it's not about me. So I was sad. I was sad. I was down. I was like, it was almost borderline. I was sad, but like also borderline depressed. Yeah. So then, while people are coming to visit me and checking on me to see if I'm okay, they're sitting there saying, oh my gosh, congratulations, and I'm so happy that you're having a baby. Aren't you happy that you're having a baby? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait till you find out your due date, and I can't wait to buy stuff. And they were asking me how I was doing, and I kept saying, I'm fine. I was in this mindset, and I was just like, I'm fine. And all the while, I'm not fine. And my best friend that I talk to every single day, one of my best friends that I talk to every single day, she was asking me the exact same question. And I remember one day she asked me, how are you? She said, like a regular day. How are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm fine. Then she said, no. How are you doing? Like, how are you feeling? And that was the first time anybody had asked me that since the car accident. And I told her, I was like, I'm not okay. You know, I'm not finna kill myself, but I'm definitely not okay with the fact that I'm pregnant. And she was like trying to say all these encouraging words and, you know, all these encouraging things. And, you know, they were very encouraging, but I didn't want to hear any of that. I needed time to think, to feel what I was feeling. All of that is going on in my head. The fact that I didn't want this baby, the fact that I don't want the baby. I didn't know if the baby was gone, not gone. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. My symptoms starting to come in for being pregnant that I noticed that I usually don't do. Obviously, besides wanting to eat a lot and sleep a lot. Throwing up was a really big thing, obviously. I was only able to eat 3 things, which were cereal, peanut butter jelly sandwich, and Lunchables. I was only able to eat those things. And let me tell you, I was not happy. I was so mad. Like, it got to the point to where sometimes my mom would like give me them saltine crackers. I ain't eat them. I ain't eat them at all. Like, who finna eat some saltine crackers? I was hungry. I wanted some food. But anyways, luckily I was able to eat 3 things. So, you know, them saltine crackers didn't mean no. So that was one symptom. The next one was my bowel movements was just, I couldn't, my bowel movements was really hard. The restroom, that's the word I'm looking for. Use the restroom. So it was really hard for me to use the restroom. And third thing that I can remember was smells. I used to smell stuff that I shouldn't even be smelling. Imaginary smells. Like I didn't know. I did not know. For example, it was this one odor that I kept smelling, and it was, at first it was just around me, but then everybody that I came into contact with, all my friends that used to come and visit me, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, my nieces, like they all smelled like this smell. And I didn't understand. I was like, why do everybody smell like this? So that's when I noticed that it was me. It was my nostrils. It was my symptoms. So what I did was I had took some carpet freshener that I had left, and I used to smell it. Like, that was my best friend. Like, I smelled my carpet freshener every single day. Sometimes I used to fall asleep smelling this carpet freshener because I just could not stand the smell. It was just so nasty. So I went to my first OB appointment. On my way to this OB appointment, I'm not gonna lie, low-key, I was like, just don't let it be a heartbeat. Like, magically, I wanted the baby to, like, disappear. Like, wow. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to hear no heartbeat. I wanted the doctor not to find a heartbeat. So I know that it wasn't no baby in there. So we get there. She checks. Then she says, your baby is healthy and normal. So God just didn't hear me sit there, ask me. God didn't hear me ask for no heartbeat. He put me through enough. Alright. So I was like, okay, Then while we're there, we had set up an appointment to see if my baby will have any chances of birth defect. That's because I know I have cerebral palsy. It's a very less invasive cerebral. Yeah, it only affects my left arm, but still I wanted to make sure that my baby was going to be okay. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to be prepared, that I knew what was up. Even though it's not 100% accurate, it was just if they could pinpoint something, it would have been good to know as early as I could possibly figure. Went to that doctor's appointment. She checks, the mini ultrasound, just so, she checked to make sure her baby had everything while she could. Then she checked the heartbeat. Now this heartbeat, y'all, it changed my whole perspective within a matter of minutes. Because heartbeat was amazing. I didn't cry. No, I didn't. Together, because your girl don't cry. I'm finna be a mom. This was just so crazy to me. I was so happy when I left that appointment because I found out that I was pregnant. That was the first time I was actually okay with being pregnant. And so I started thinking about boy names, girl names, and I even, me and my best friend, we was talking on the phone for hours. It was a really good moment for me. It was a good moment, a special moment, amazing moment, you name it. I was happy enough. I wasn't just overly excited. The starting point for me to start digging myself out of the hole that I had dug myself in ever since my car accident, ever since I found out I was pregnant. And it felt good. Even though I was making up all these names and stuff, it was still still had thoughts about if I was gonna be a good mom or not, or was I ready to be a mom? Will I be able to provide for my child? Because over the time that I'm 6 months pregnant, and over the time from when I found out that heartbeat, when I heard the heartbeat, to now, I've gained so much strength. I'm excited to be a mom. I'm excited to be a mom. I'm excited to hold this baby. It's crazy. I even made a goal, a 2019 goal. That poster right there, 2019 goals that I have set for myself and my son. Because it's not, this year is literally about me and my son. And so the basic story is, that's how my first trimester was, and my thoughts about this, my first trimester. And as of right now, I am super excited to have this video. Give this a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell button beside the subscribe button so you'll know when the next video comes out. And comment what you think about today's video. And I hope you guys like it. Stick with your girl for 2019. Because I got some stuff up my sleeve, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I was proud of myself when I even thought about these ideas. I got a whole notebook full of ideas. So let me just stay tuned. You feel me? Stay tuned. And after you do all that, to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, okay? On Instagram and on Twitter. It will be down here at brand new me __. That's my Instagram, and my Twitter is Lexus _Lawrence. And I will see you guys in the next video.